Grand rising and shining radiant souls. So I have a little switch up going on today. Now I pulled a card today from the Angel Guide Oracle deck, and it is the Healing Energy card. Now this has actually just been posted last week, but this card came up again. So I'm going to down in the notes section below post the link to that card. So you know that today we're bringing in more healing energy. However, I have 3 new Oracle card decks that I'm going through. And I got this first one for myself, and then I received 2 others as gifts for the holiday, which they're going to be wonderful, and I look forward to sharing them with you. But versus me doing the healing energy card again, I'm going to kind of invite you in on how I go through my decks whenever I see one that I want. I absolutely take it out, look through it, and then I do some practices, as in I sage it, I put crystals on it, I bring it to sacred places. But the deck that I'm starting with, I go through each deck card by card every day until I've gone through the deck. So this deck is the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson, and I just finished reading her book. I'm very, very intrigued by Mary Magdalene and her energy, and it's such a beautiful book. But this deck basically is what the book is all about. So I'm going to read the card for today. Now I won't be going through every card in this deck with you, but because I just got the healing energy card last week, and I can repost that again in the notes so you know what the daily energy is. This is also a beautiful card to share, and it is a number that I love and a lot of people are very familiar with. But the card today from the Mary Magdalene Oracle is 7. Vision comes from within. So this is a fairly lengthy, so just bear with me, grab your tea or coffee and just listen in. It's very interesting about the Mary Magdalene energy. In chapter 7 of Mary's Gospel, and again, this is the Mary Magdalene Gospel. And you may be like, what? That is not in the Bible, I know. Well, we're all finding out that there were a lot more books that were left out due to the patriarchal society and the patriarchal way. So there are other books that were created in the time of Jesus Christ. And Mary Magdalene had her own book, and it is the Book of Mary. So in Mary's Gospel, Mary asked Christ, "So now, Lord, does a person who sees a vision see it with the soul or with the spirit?" And this is Mary chapter 7, verse 5. Christ's answer is fragmented because the following 4 pages of Mary's Gospel are missing. This is the cryptic start to Christ's response. A person does not see with the soul or with the spirit, rather the mind, which exists between these two, sees the vision, and that is what, and there's just a ... I've often wondered if these pages were torn out because in the scripture that's missing, Christ reveals to Mary how true vision comes from within. And if we truly see in this world, it isn't ultimately about our eyesight, but a spiritual perception that exists within. If how we know what's true for us, what's real and lasting, if these answers come from within, then no one can ever have power over us. If we contain our own answers, then no one can mislead, manipulate, or distract us by saying that true power or true peace is over here, or at a price, or over there, or at our cost of freedom. There's tremendous power and immeasurable peace that comes with knowing that all we ever need to do is seek inwardly, and we will find. All we ever need to do is close our eyes and open to what the heart sees clearly. The word mind in this passage is not our modern understanding of it. In the original Greek, the word for mind is nous, which is translated more accurately as the spiritual eye of the heart. The nous, then, is the aspect of the soul that allows us to receive a vision from within. What can cloud over our spiritual perception, according to Mary's gospel, are the 7 powers of the ego, or some may see them as the 7 sins. 7 is the spiritual number of transformation, of the stages that the soul must pass through in order to reach liberation. And legends say that 7 times a day, Mary Magdalene was lifted above the holy mountain in the south of France by 4 angels. 7 times a day. I think this means she freed herself from the 7 powers of the ego, so she could see clearly again and again with the eye of the heart. What vision are you ready to receive from within? Very powerful. She asks a question at the end. It's called a voice soul meditation. So what powers do we have within ourselves? Thanks for watching. And I just wanted to share something different today. And I hope that this wonderful number 7 brings you peace, love, and soul.